Hello everyone and welcome back to AC Gaming. Okay, it's another explainer video and these videos are about testing magic and showing you every possible magic that is in the game. Previous video was level 2 divine spells. This video is level 2 Arcane Spells, and that video will be divided on two. Will be one video. I just pause it, rest, and prepare more spells because
Yes?
arcane spells are more than divine spells, obviously, in this game. So we have same as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21 spell. Same as first level. Yeah, if it's 21, that means that's all spells existing in the game. Further levels will be more than that, but this video is about level 2 arcane spells. Useful and absolutely useless. Or so-so, like the ones you can use if you need and you know when, and the ones that are essential, necessary. Let's start from Imoen, and she got most of her spells absolutely useless. Same as divine spells, arcane spells got just on different levels. Let me see if on divine spells that's level 1, detect evil. Level 2, no enlightenment. Yep. But on arcane spells level 2, they are in one school of in one, not school, sorry, level of magic level. So no enlightenment and detect evil. That I wouldn't recommend you to put in your spell slots. Honestly, that's only if you don't have any other spells, because you know that divine spells, if you reach certain level of your character, a new level of magic opens. Yeah, so arcane spells, you got all of them available when the magic level is open. That is first, second, third, fourth, blah 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 blah. Yeah, all up to 7th. So arcane spells, same as for a druid, yeah? A divine spell. So that's all he got at level 1 spells, level 2 spells, that's all he got. Level 3, level 4, level 5, but that's all they got, right? As soon as it becomes available. Arcane spells, however, if you reach certain level and you haven't learned any single scroll and you see there are open, you got 1, 2 or more spell slots and the list of spells is empty, that's up to you, because you need to buy, steal, or find in your adventure scrolls that you have to rewrite in your spell book. Wizards uses spell book to rewrite from scrolls. Sorcerers, however, is totally different story. Sorcerer I will show you in different walkthrough. I already did a little bit in my previous walkthroughs, but I'll show you sorcerers in walkthroughs for evil party, but that's on the list. That's what's gonna be later. Okay, let's get back to our spells. So useless spells are from level 2 arcane spells are detect evil.
What do you want?
I already showed you how it works. Let me show it to you again. Because no one is evil here, unless we will summon some monsters. Maybe they will be evil. Let's see.
I'll help however I can.
If we can summon. Bears definitely wouldn't be, and animals also wouldn't be. Doesn't matter. So
What can I do?
if anyone from the party members will be evil, it will show that that one is evil. Like, bear in mind. But it's
Name.
Imoen's turn. We'll start from Imoen at this video and detect evil once again. No one is evil. Keldorn got magic resistance, but come on, if you got Keldorn in party, and especially on level 20, why do you need to waste your spell slots with that? Why at the first place? But Keldorn got, look on this level, how many? 23 a day. So, useless spell, yes, absolutely. So we don't need that, and we erase that right away. So used spells I will erase, because after sleep I will put totally different spells. It's just one each, is just for showing you. No enlightenment. Once again, I showed you in previous videos. It's second level divine spells as well as second level arcane spells. So no enlightenment. Whose enlightenment we're gonna find out. Let's find out who Valigar is. We know which enlightenment he is, but just for any case. Unless he will throw a saving throw. No, Valigar is good, that's why he shines with green. Green, once again, are good, blue are neutral, and red are evil. That's all this spell does. Useless? Definitely yes for... Definitely yes for wasting your spell slots with it. So we successfully removed that, and I wouldn't bother, guys, honestly. Right, another spell is called Knock. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Yep. Anyway, that spell is not that useless, but once again, if you got Thief with open lock skill, guys, I wouldn't bother, honestly. One Thief you have to have in the party for a balanced party, definitely. And as I told you before, if it's only one Thief, that means if it's one Thief at the party, so at least till 100, level 100, percentage level 100, yeah, she wouldn't develop because she's dual class. She wouldn't go higher than Thief level 7, but doesn't matter. So every level up, that's your first priority. First to open locks, find traps. Find and disarm, that's the same. That's first thing you have to improve. That is all. Right? So over 100, even better, but don't go too crazy about it. Slightly over 100, that's all you need. That's more than enough. About 100 open lock, she will open any lock in the game. I promise you. 95, 100, 105, 110, that's more than enough. Don't waste any more. Just good advice to you. Yeah? So, do we need knock? We don't have any chests here at all.
Time to
if
move?
That would be locked water, for example. Yeah? It turns out it wasn't locked after all. Gee. Yeah, so it wasn't true, otherwise it would be showed green when you use this spell. So, but it unlocks any lock, doesn't matter the skill of your thief. Honestly, I wouldn't bother, guys. Honestly. So, we successfully removed that from the spell slots. Right now, let me show you something. The next spell is not useless, pretty useful, I would say. Especially when you deal with enemies that hide in shadows and then backstab you. That's a very good spell against that, called the Glitter Dust. Read the effect. Area of effect 15 foot. Yeah, radius. It's a radius spell. Saving throw negates, so thief that wants to backstab you stays in the shadows. Let us see. And let us read first. Glittering golden parts. Yeah, within the area of effect. Or to be blinded. Yeah, so that's the first thing what this spell does. -4 penalty to attack rolls and armor class if you're blinded. For 4 rounds. In addition, all enemies who fail the saving throw are covered by the dust, which cannot be removed and continues to sparkle until it fades. Those revealing invisible creatures, the dust fades in 4 rounds. Right, Valigar is invisible.
Yep.
And let us make a test. Let's cast this here. Okay. Will we see anything?
You've thought this through? I'm certain I'm out of sight. None will see me now.
No, I did a mistake. Honestly, I thought it will be aerial effects spell, like grease, like cloud kill, stinking cloud, like web, like any others. But no, it's a single effect. But it was no one there, so nothing happened. Anyway, you know what it does. So if you think someone hidden in shadows, cast to this area glitter dust, and it should work. But I thought the effect would be different.
Name it.
Anyway,
This is a lot more exciting than any circus.
maybe we have that in the as a scroll. Knock 16. Yeah, later on I will show you from the scrolls how things work. I keep collecting the scrolls, God knows for what. It's hard, guys. It's hard to keep track of everything. Do we have any glitter dust? No, we don't. Okay, don't worry. We read the description of the spell. So it normally should make Valigar visible, but he got Cloak of Non-Detection. Which might help Valigar to still stay in shadows. Yep. Anyway.
I bet that shall do the trick.
Try it yourself, but I basically described you what it does.
Ready and willing.
Yeah. Okay, let's move forward. And invisibility. Invisibility, normal invisibility, second level. Second magic level spell. Illusion, yeah, it is an illusion spell, of course. School of Magic. Phantasm. Range touch. Duration special. This spell causes the cream. Even infravision. Of course, the invisible creature is not magically. Yeah, if you attacked, invisibility fades away. Dispelled as well. Or until 24 hours. It's like Potion of Invisibility. Yeah, you cannot perform any hostile actions. Opening chests, picking something from the grounds, attack enemies. It's great for scouting. If you don't have scout like Valigar, if your thief is not great in hiding in shadows, move silently. So you can use that. So I would say it's a 50-50 spell. Depends if you need it. Alright? Yeah, that's what I just said. Ah, defensive spell you can cast and stay invisible. Yep. Yep, that's what it does. Let's see. It's exactly the same as this potion. Potion of Invisibility. Yep. Similar to the second level wizard spell, exactly what I'm gonna show you. That potion. That one. Plus we have another 24 of them. Who carries it? Keldor carries it. Plus these 7 Imoen has. Great for backstabbing, I'm telling you. I'll show you later on.
Something up?
Yeah, so let us do this. And look, Imoen stays invisible. If your AI is off and she wouldn't attack automatically, you can scout the area.
None will see me now.
If, for example, if here would be enemies that cannot see invisibility, they would have no clue what's going on. Yep, that's what it's for. Exactly this. What Valigar does with his ability skill. He's a stalker, yeah?
Time to move?
Exactly what the potion does, I just showed you.
I'm certain I'm out of sight.
So is this spell.
See me now.
Ah, expired the hammer. Yeah, magical hammer. I showed you in previous video. Yeah, it's fine.
Yep.
But as soon
Here we
as she
go.
will decide to check what is there, bang, and she becomes visible. So you can't do anything. Okay, that's what I wanted to show you. So
certain I'm out of
for
sight.
now, Imoen
None will
is
see me now.
can relax.
You need something faster than Chick
Aeri's
Fast
turn.
Paws.
And Aeri got these spells. Okay, now actually, detect invisibility. Let's start from this one. Detect invisibility. I showed you how it works, but basically that opens all invisible creatures from the shadows. Thieves hiding in shadows, yeah, halflings in... Yeah, does not reveal illusions, yeah? You're reading in pause, yeah? So in this game, basically what it does... Actually, good point, I showed you the potions because we've used this... Or... Yeah, let's use potions, doesn't matter. Imoen, invisible again.
Right you are.
Valigar is
again.
invisible.
Fair enough.
Yes.
And Aeri will cast
I'll
Detect
do it.
Invisibility. But it might not
certain I'm
work
out of sight.
versus
None will see me now.
allies, you see? But let's see. Detect Invisibility. No, it doesn't. It works against enemies, guys. Just remember this spell. Yeah, Detect Invisibility. That's what it does. Yeah. I removed that because it's used. Yeah, that's how it looks. And that's what is written. No, it's not affected allies, so they will stay invisible.
I'll help however I can.
Next spell. Next spell I would like to show you is one of the useless spells, if you want to ask me. Let's
All right.
become visible again.
What is it?
Valigar doesn't matter.
What can I do?
So,
I'm certain I'm
spell
out of
called
sight.
Luck.
None will see me now.
It's the shortest range spell in this game I ever seen. Luck. Sounds cool, enchantment spell this is. Duration 3 rounds, which is 21 seconds of real time. If I'm not mistaken, round is 7 seconds. But that's what I've been told by multiple different people and read somewhere in the internet. So and it was especially about this game, like Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale. So it shouldn't be wrong information. Let's read what luck does. Of this spell gain, there is extraordinary luck for the next 3 rounds, receiving a +1 to his saving throws, attack rolls, and minimum damage healing rolls, as well as +5 to all thieving skills. Furthermore, damage dice for all effects outside a weapons-based damage is reduced by 1. Meaning Thaco. For example, a 6d6 fireball will do 6d5. Dealt by enemies or dealt by us as a penalty. Damage flaming longsword that deals. I see, instead. Okay, but it's a very short spell. I personally don't use it. Let's cast it on Imoen. So that's Imoen's thieving skills so far. I mainly use it for that. Yep. And we cast luck on Imoen. And Imoen is under luck spell. What does that mean? Yep. 5 to each. It was 95, now it's 100. Yeah, adds to 5. It was 0, now it's 5. That's what it does. And let's see for how long it will last.
You must watch your every move in a place such as this. Dark, foul magic.
Yep.
I'm out of sight.
That's it.
None will see me now.
So very short. That's why I'm not a big fan of this spell. But in other cases it's pretty cool, but I personally don't use it. So to me personally, it's useless spell. Not very useless, but useless enough. I don't use it. What about you guys? It's up to you.
Something?
If you want, you can. But I wouldn't waste spell slots with luck spell. Okay, next one is pretty decent spell. But if you need to increase strength alternation, yeah? One turn. Turn is... I can't remember what turn is. Definitely the way more than one round. Turn is... In turn-based D&D, it's when enemies and yourself did one turn. So when everything starts from back again, who got the highest initiative, that's one turn. So it might last... In this game, I don't know by real time how long it is. I would say up to a minute, or maybe 1 minute, or more than a minute, something like that. So, strength. Application of this spell set strength up to 18, and then adds a 15% bonus top of this. The character receives any strength bonuses appropriate. For example, if a character has between 18/15, 18/00 strength, then strength will just be set to 1800. If a character has a strength between 1801 and 1850, then strength will become 1850 plus. Original percentage is less than 18, then it will just become 1850. Yeah, this /01 is the worst, 00 is the best. In terms of 18, it's only 2nd edition thing. It's strength bonuses. Yeah, lower strength if it's already 19 or more. So,
Yes?
on Abdeladrian to cast this, it's a no-no thing. Yeah? So, no. We wouldn't. Let's cast it on Aeri. She is a weak, tiny girl.
I'll help however I can.
Long cast, but if you want that instead of 10, plus cast Spiritual Hammer, and if you want Aeri to fight melee, as in it make sure enemies wouldn't concentrate on her, but on someone else. Yeah, that's a good addition. Pretty good spell, if you need. I prefer Clerics in Plate, that's fine, but Cleric Mage with no armor, it's up to you. Unless you will cast a lot of protections. Can be used. If you really want to. Okay, let's move forward. That's what this spell does, yeah? Okay, let's remove that. That's been used. Okay, monster summoning, or not yet. Ah, well. I showed you this spell. Remove fear, yeah? So technically, this is the same as that. But Arcane Spell, it's level 2. Resist fear. Yeah, it raises morale to highest. Morale will resist to normal. Reset to normal as the duration runs out. If the beings are affected by magical fear, they will regain their composure. Yeah, so to prevent any fear effects, which are nasty thing during battle, we just gather the party.
It shall be.
Gather the party. You know, in classic formation.
What can I
Aeri
do?
casts that, resist fear. And everyone resists against fear, so any fear spells will have no effect until this spell is active. And the duration of the spell is 1 hour. Not real time, game time, so that's about under 20 minutes. You can do up to 3 battles during that time. Even 4 if battles are pretty easy, but enemies cast fear on you. So, yep, that's what this spell does. Resist fear. Okay, now. If you know that enemy mages cast... One sec. No, that's divine spell, that was. If enemy mages cast silence 15 radius, yeah, or deafness, yeah, there are two types of spell. That one and another one I will show you later on. I think it's level 3 arcane spell, that one. Or 4. One sec, guys. I know this video is not... Yeah! Or no. Where is it? Don't tell me it's level 5 spell. Okay, ignore me. No, level 2, I knew it. Deafness, yeah? And silence 15-foot radius. So that spell, that protection spell, vocalize, is against that. Only one turn though, but it's worth it. If you know that enemy mages will cast silence or deafness against you. Cast spells with a verbal component without having to make any noise. Effectively, this spell seals the effects of silence and makes the recipient immune to it for the spell's duration. This spell has no effect on other noises or speech. It simply removes a spell's verbal component. There we go. So, if you want to be protected against silence, is critical for mages. In heat of the battle, mages will stop casting spells. Or silence as well. They will stop casting spells. Wouldn't affect sorcerers, only wizards. Why? Because sorcerers don't... Well, they do, but depends on the spell. It's quite complicated. So, anyway, any mages in this game, to protect them from that nasty thing, you cast Vocalize.
I'm certain I'm out of sight. None will see me.
Yep, Vocalized. And as soon as Aeri is under this effect of Vocalize, she will not fear Deafness or Silence 15-foot radius spell. That's what it's for. Yep. Oh, that's first one. Okay, let's remove that. Another thing. These two spells, Blur, let's read about Blur first. And, yep, 4 rounds plus 2 rounds per level. Blur, yeah, great spell, especially against enemies archers. When a Blur spell is cast, the wizard causes the outline of his form to become blurred, shifting and wavering. This distortion causes all missile and melee attacks against the caster to be made with a -3 penalty. The wizard also gains a +1 to all of his saving throws. That's a great spell. Together with Mirror Image. It's always great to cast them together. Trust me. Also illusionary spell. As well as Blur of 2nd level and Mirror Image, that's illusionary spell. Protection spell. Also 3 rounds plus 1 per level. When a Mirror Image spell is invoked, the caster causes from 2 to 8 exact duplicate, depends on the level, of himself to come into being around him. These images do exactly what the wizard does. Since the spell causes a blurring and slight distortion when cast, it is impossible for opponents to be certain which are the illusions and which is the actual wizard. When an image is struck by a melee or missile attack, magical or otherwise, it disappears, but any other existing images remain intact until they are struck. However, this is important to note that this will not protect the caster against every attack, as it is possible for an enemy to choose the real caster among all the images. That's why, guys, it's important to cast it together with Blur. Yeah, I already read to you what Blur does. If you want to read it again, read and pause. Yeah. Together.
Hmm?
Let me show you. I
And
showed
there
in previous
once
videos
made,
on
it
Emo End.
shall be done.
Let's do it. So, one blur. See? Same as
On my honor,
Adrian.
consider
But
it done.
Adrian got a special cloak for it. Cloak of Displacement. Yep. Armor class +4 versus missile attacks and saving throw. Death, breath, and 1 +2, which is minus. I think the less the better in second edition for saving throws. I think. Anyway, it's not about that. I just showed you how Adrian looks, as well as
You
Aeri for
need
now,
something?
for the duration of the spell. And on the top of that, you guys cast in quite difficult battles. It's necessary to do so. Look at that. So, when it's like that, there is a high chance that you will resist against missile attacks as well as melee attacks. Obviously, if you melee attacked, walk away. It will save you from a couple of hits, but it still might hit you. Yeah? So, but better to engage the battle against the enemy, especially strong enemy like that, especially if enemies surround you, than like that.
Something up?
That is totally unprotected compared to
Yes?
that. And look at the armor class now. Well, she had -4 as classic, but still, it's much better like that. It's not just about armor class. So that's what these two spells do. And Ray of Enfeeblement. Other spells I will show you after I will pause, rest, and get them ready in the spell slots. Ray of Enfeeblement. Enchantment spell, level 2. Well, all of them are level 2 in this video, so visual range. And that's a great spell. Yeah, so that was useful spells, these previous two. Blur and Mirror Image, as well as Ray of Enfeeblement is a useful spell, especially against strong enemy fighters. By means of Ray of Enfeeblement, let's check about saving throws. Yeah, negates if saving throw is successful by the enemy. Wizard weakens an opponent, reducing its strength and thereby the attacks that rely upon it. The victim is reduced to strength of 5 of the duration of the spell. Imagine. Yeah. From any strong to 5. Unless a saving versus spell is made. This spell does not affect combat bonuses, there we go, due to magical items, and those conferring increased strength function normally. However, the target receives all of the penalties for a 5 strength, such as attack and damage penalties, as well as lower weight allowance. Cool spell against strong enemy fighters, if they wouldn't hit the successful saving throw. Let's do it on...
I am here to serve.
Level 2, level 1.
Not you, not you.
We can't check the strength of Direwolf and whoa. Yeah? Whoa, yeah. So we will, what we will do, we will cast Ray of Enfeeblement, and for example, Direwolf will become weaker. Yeah, Direwolf obviously is upset with that, he's enfeebled, so the strength of Direwolf is way weaker now. That's what this spell does. I strictly recommend you to use it against strong enemy fighters, guys. Remember that spell. Oh, Ray of Enfeeblement. That one. Okay, now I'm pausing. And all the spells of level 2 arcane spells I haven't showed you yet, I will show you in the same video. So I'm hitting pause. Stay on the channel. Alright, so rested. And
What is it that you ask?
Surrend, of course. No. Our friend Surrend will summon some monsters again. Level 2.
Not you, not you.
Only one monster. And that will be Cave bear. That's his environment. Don't worry, guys. Animals are not real. Not born by bear mother. These are magical monsters created by magic, but like real ones. They are not really... Yes, they are like real, but their eyes are yellow. Like not real eyes, if you want to know. So they are magically created monsters. They are not real, so don't you worry. I'm not a sadist or something. Okay.
Time to move?
I prepared a couple of spells for Imoen of level 2 that you haven't seen, but Aeri will be the main one. So these are all the spells of one each that you haven't seen yet. Of level 2. So imagine Bear is incredibly strong. And we don't want to encounter him directly. So what we'll do, for example, bear is over there, we don't see the bear, yeah? But Valigar scouted the area.
I'm certain I'm out of sight. None will see me. So be it.
Yeah, for example, or group, we'll imagine there is a group of enemies. I showed you that before.
I'm still here. I'll
But
get
because
on it
it's
right
an
away.
explainer video, I will explain it to you again. So we know they are there. Great spells, I call it a spell cocktail.
This is a lot more exciting than any circus.
So what you do, you choose... Okay, I would add grease to this one, but we don't have grease. We have only Stinking Cloud and Web. What is a Stinking Cloud? Let's find out. That's first level, grease. That's another... So that one, and that one. Web and Stinking Cloud. Let's read about them too. Evocation, and that one is Evocation School of Magic, which is attacking magic. But not all magic necessary to be attacking magic. So, 1 turn. Duration of the spell is 1 turn. Turn, not round. Yeah, turn. Okay. Same as Web, I believe. Yes. Same as Grease, I believe. No, it's a bit longer. 3 rounds plus 1 rounds here. So shorter. But depends on level. Anyway. Stinking Cloud. Towards the bear. It's an aerial effect spell. And I showed you that many times before. Who watched my old walkthroughs? Anyway. And Cave Bear, we can read here, is unconscious. But he might be conscious and attack us. To prevent that, to be more secure, on the top of this effect... yeah, we didn't read about the Stinking Cloud. Sorry, guys. Let's read about it. When casting a Stinking Cloud spell, the wizard creates a billowing mass of nauseous vapors up to 90 feet away from his position. Any creature caught within the cloud must roll a successful saving throw versus poison at +2 or be sent reeling and fall down for 1d2 rounds. Those who make successful saving throw can leave the cloud without suffering any ill effects. Although those remaining in the cloud must continue to save each round, a dispel magic will remove the nausea on a particular character, but if they remain in the cloud, then they are still subject to its effects. Yep. Okay, now another spell called Web. That works perfectly together with Stinking Cloud. Web. Also area of effect. Yeah, it's aerial effect spell, 15 foot radius. A web spell creates a many-layered mass of strong, sticky strands similar to spider webs, but far larger and tougher. The web spell covers a maximum area of 15 foot in radius, roughly the same size as Fireball. That's like a hint. Creatures caught within webs or simply touching them become stuck among the gluey fibers. Anyone in the area when the spell is cast must roll a saving throw versus spell with a -2 penalty. If the saving throw is successful, then the creature is free to move out of the area. Failed saving throw means the creature is stuck in the webs, unable to move. Each round that a creature remains in the web, it must make a saving throw or be unable to move. So basically paralyzation, if you like. On the top of that, yep. What's up? Ah, there it is. On the top of that. Yep. So unconscious and held. If bear through a successful saving throw against Stinking Cloud, it still can be held, or vice versa, other way around. So this spell is perfect. So we can see the bear is unconscious and held in the same time. Let's pretend it's a very strong bear. So what can we do instead? But it didn't touch the bear because it was too far. So what we can do, we can send a fireball if we have, for example, or a skull trap, or whatever, or call Valigar and ask to attack the, let's pretend, hostile bear from the distance, like that. See? That's what you do to your enemies using these two spells. Or if you like,
I really want out of here.
Together with Grease and Entangle spell on the top, if the enemies are really strong. Yep, that's how you deal with them easy. If you guys watched my walkthroughs of Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, Icewind Dale, Baldur's Gate Siege of Dragonspear, I showed you all that before, and in this game as well. And I'm showing you it now, how to deal with your enemies. Scout first, make sure enemies don't see you, and do what I just showed you, one of the examples. Or fireball, or any other nasty stuff on the top. Spells expired, so we quick. Yeah. So, the next spell I want to show you will be one of the another touch. So on level 1 we have Chill Touch, and I showed you how dangerous it is to use for a mage. Chill Touch is a bit better. Gold Touch, sorry. Chill Touch it was first level, second level will be Gold Touch. Also Necromantic spell as well as Chill Touch. Necromancery and Gold Touch, Necromancery. For 5 rounds you have that. When the caster the spell, it red glow encompasses his hand. When the wizard makes a successful melee attack against the creature is punched for 1d2 fist damage. Strength bonuses apply. For example, like Aeri got now. Strength spell, yeah? That one I showed you. That one. That. And must make a saving throw versus spell or be paralyzed for 5 rounds. Let's summon more.
Have you a problem?
Practice dummies. Aeri will read a ghoul touch. See?
If you're sure.
I'm certain I'm out of sight. None will see me now.
Ah, Wolf is paralyzed. Yep, paralyzed again, but minimal damage though. So it's great though, if the mage is on high level, it's pretty cool to use that. But make sure you're protected by strong magic, protection magic spells, which I will show you in later videos, or the ones I already showed you. Alright? Okay, so that was Ghoul Touch. Another spell is, I showed you already, what it does is Deafness. I'm not sure if it will work on allies. Might not. Vocalize is protection from it, and I showed you that before. Now let's let's read about it. You can read and pause. 50% only. I thought completely unable to cast, or it's silence, that spell I showed you before. That's unable. Yeah, so it can be dispelled. Let's try to imagine that that's an enemy's mage. And Aeri can cast. If it will work, let's see. If not, then we read the description, I showed you the spell, but if it wouldn't work, that means it doesn't work against the allied creatures or characters. No, it works. Save versus spell. Wolf was successful to throw a saving throw. Okay, let's move forward. Against enemy mages, guys, remember that spell, deafness, yeah? Okay, horror. Oi, no, that's not what I wanted. Horror is a typical spell of fear. Spook is weak version of it, single creature. And horror is multiple creatures. You can read and pause, it's not a lot to read. Flee in terror. Enemies love to use it against you, I'm telling you. Including all undead, yeah. It's not wise to cast it on undead. But it wouldn't work against allied friendly creatures, horror, yeah? But at least you know. So protection from horror, to prevent any horror effects, is resist fear, I showed you already. So, no, we are not under effect because we rested and it dispelled. But anyway. Horror is being cast like that. Oh. Nothing, because it's an allied creature, so no effect. But you should try it against the enemies. Okay, let's move forward. Let's summon some more. Or, no, actually.
I'll help however I can.
The next spell I want to show you will be Power Word Sleep. Pretty cool spell. Yeah, if I'm not saying spell is so-so or useless, that means spell is good. Or good when it's right time to use it, yeah? So all previous spells I showed you, if I didn't say useless or so-so, that means proper spell that can be used. Power Word Sleep. When a wizard calls upon a power word power word sleep spell, he causes a comatose slumber to come upon one creature other than undead and certain other creatures specially excluded from the spell's effects. Constructs, golems, whatever, elementals, not just undead. Yeah, it's just not logical to use it against non-living creatures because it's a mind-affected spell. The creature targeted must have less than 20 hit points and gets no saving throw. Magically sleeping opponents can be attacked with substantial bonuses. The sleep effect will last for 5 rounds. This spell has no effect on creatures with more than 20 hit points. So on pretty weak creatures it will affect. Let's try it on the wolf. Wolf is paralyzed. We can wait until... yeah, that's Gold Touch expired. Yeah. We can wait until wolf will up. Yeah. It's getting unparalyzed. Yep. Now let's... You finished talking? Thank you. Okay. Power Word Sleep. Unaffected by effects from Power Word Sleep. Maybe it's because dire wolves are unaffected because it got more than 20 hit points, but it classified it as an attack, so it's upset. But because we can control the wolf, we wouldn't let it attack Aerie. And last two spells that you haven't seen from level 2 arcane spells will be two attacking spells. Funny, attacking magic, but it... So yeah, that's evocation. So on level 2 magic, there are 3 evocation spells. Angazar, Scorcher, Web, and Stinking Cloud. Evocation, evocation. Angazar Scorcher. Let's see how it works.
You need some faster.
I showed you that plenty of times, but if we will create some more monsters. So, for example, if monsters stand like that towards you,
I'll do it.
And if you're invisible or they don't see you, whatever, so the best way to attack from the very far from you, especially when they are in line. But don't worry, that's not all this spell got. Let's see. Yep. So all 3 attacked. You can... Oi. Yep. We can keep moving and keep damaging the wolf.
I'll help. Must I?
I'm out of sight.
Yeah, so we can move and get more creature into that how it's called, into that flame, but make sure your allies wouldn't cross it, otherwise they will receive fire damage. Dogs are dead, obviously. That's what this spell does, but I didn't read the description. Upon casting this spell, a jet of flame appears, you just seen it, at the caster's fingertips and bursts out toward one target of the caster's choice. That target will be hit by this flame for 3d6. Obviously, those who are protected against fire magic, it will be a waste to use. Flame for 3d6 points of damage. The flame jet strikes a second time halfway through its duration, and the caster may move while this spell is in effect. There is no saving throw against this spell, though anti-fire capabilities such as fire resistance will apply and may reduce or eliminate the damage. That's what I just told you, yeah? And let's finish the wolf with Melf's Exit Arrow spell. Melf's Exit Arrow, one of my favorite attacking arcane second level spells. Arcane magic second level, yeah? That's Conjuration Summoning spell. Yeah, I don't know why it's here, it's like that, but the word's supposed to be here and moved there, but by some reason. So, by means of this spell, the wizard creates a magical arrow that speeds to its target unerringly. The arrow has no attack or damage bonus, but inflicts 2d4 points of exit damage. Good to finish the trolls, by the way, as well as Angazar's Scorcher. You know, trolls can be only finished by exit or fire. There is no splash damage. For every 3 levels of the caster, the exit lasts for another round unless somehow dispelled, inflicting another 2d4 points of damage each round. So at 3rd, 5th level, the exit lasts 2 rounds. For 6th, 8th level, the exit lasts for 3 rounds, and so on. So, that's how it works. Typical attacking spell. But Wolf is upset and attacks Aerie, but Wolf will receive more damage.
I'm certain I'm out of sight.
Yep, that was another round of 2d6s as we just read, and ran out of hit points and obviously died.
What can I do in Bearvan's
Okay,
name?
before I
Shall
finish,
be done.
let's summon some more monsters, because I purposely put in some spells for Imoen. Yep.
Tell me what must be done.
I'm certain I'm out of sight.
Yep.
If you want, no problem.
And let's have Emoen fighting with them. Because Emoen has 2 of the spell, 2 of Power Word Sleep, 2 Melf's Exideros, and 1 Angazar Scorcher. I just did it for nothing, really. Just... let's do that. Hop. Yep. Sleeps. Sleeps. Let's cast 2 Melf's Exideros.
I'm out of sight. None will see me now.
To see how it works again, these spells, yeah? Well, obviously Dog will be upset now. Yep.
Name it. You can count
And
on
let's
me.
finish it with Angazar Scorcher. Remember. And that's it.
None will see me now.
So you can, if there are more enemies, you can do that and grab them all while this spell is active, yeah? Okay. Thank you very much for watching. That was all the spells of level 2 Arcane Magic. Next video will be Divine level 3, then Arcane level 3. Ooh, it's plenty to show you here, look. But when the time comes. Okay, guys.
This is a lot.
Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing. See you in the next explainer video. Take care and goodbye.